You're going to be one of the first to see some of these brand new luxury homes in East Salt Lake City. If you've ever wondered what the multi-million-dollar price point looks like in Salt Lake, we're going to go check it out and walk you through a few of these homes exclusively on the Salt Lake City Relocation channel. This might be the nicest renovation I've ever seen. You're getting exclusive access. No one has even seen this house yet. As soon as you walk in through the front door, I love how much natural light you have coming in from outside. You've got beautiful views of Mount Olympus. This oversized door that's all glass brings in a ton of natural light. First, I'm gonna show you this side of the house where the garage and the half bath is. So nice 2-car garage. Really hard to find a garage that is deep enough and wide enough to fit vehicles in older neighborhoods like this in Salt Lake. I mean, very established area that we're in right now. But even in the garage, you can see they updated these doors, added some nice little molding here. So you've got some extra storage. You can never have too much storage space in the garage. Pretty much everything that we're gonna show you in this house has been fully renovated to include brand new garage doors, epoxy flooring, new windows, updated storage space. Heck, even the baseboards in the garage are like 8 inches tall, which is pretty cool. Let's go check out what they did inside. This is sort of the first laundry hookup here. You could easily add a little stackable washer and dryer. There's a second laundry hookup in the basement. Now for people that like that single level living, where you've got the master on the main, you've got sort of one level here. It's nice to have a laundry upstairs and then your guests have their own downstairs. So let's check out the main part of the house here. So you've got a couple little steps. Man, even this railing is like top of the line. The lighting package alone, I was told, was well in the 6 figures. They did a beautiful hardwood floor all throughout this main area. Very open concept. So you've got, and again, I'm going to point out some of these features. They added sort of these under bench lighting here, right under the TV. And you do have all of this storage space here. These cabinets are all custom soft close. Man, even the beams that go all the way down this main part of the house and the kitchen. This is a gas fireplace. They completely installed a new mantle here. I mean, just lighting packages I've literally never seen in any other house. This is all fully custom. Priced around the $2.5 million range. Really, for what you're getting in a house like this, I think that's pretty incredible. Luxury in Salt Lake City, you're either gonna go new construction, which is gonna be, in those areas like Harriman, South Jordan, Riverton. But to find luxury in Salt Lake City, you're really looking at a house like this that's basically been taken all the way down to the studs and fully remodeled. The difference is when most people do a flip, they're using cheap materials or they're trying to squeeze every little bit of profit they can out of it, versus investors and people that are flipping homes like this that are putting so much attention to detail, it's unreal. Even to show you this example, you can see this little ridge coming down here on the side of the countertop. That is very, very difficult to pull off. That's why you almost never see that except in maybe markets like Park City where they're multi-million-dollar homes, or in homes like this that have been fully remodeled with just so much attention to detail. You have the inlay sink here, which means it kind of, there's no really ridge down here. It's kind of built into the countertop. And you can't quite see it because they blended it in really nice, but you have a brand new range hood right above this 8-burner range right here. Pretty good size. This is probably like a 6 to 8 foot long island. And you even have enough space for this nice little formal kitchen dining room area. Open concept with the living room. This is staged really beautifully, kind of shows you exactly what your living space would look like. Before we check out the primary bedroom, I want to show you just how incredible these views are And what's awesome is you have all this natural light coming in from these sliding glass doors. I'll open this all the way up. Now we're facing west right now, so if you're trying to picture where we are on the map, we're right up against the Wasatch Mountains on the east side. So not only do you have views out the front of your house, sort of facing Mount Olympus and that area, but if you look west, you have this entire view of Salt Lake City. In fact, if I come this way, I can even see all the way to downtown Salt Lake City right here. So to find something this upgraded with beautiful views, this is kind of a one-of-a-kind house, and we're bringing it to you exclusively. Even the backyard is like beautifully landscaped. What's really common in this part of Salt Lake, because we're sort of up higher elevation, that gives you those beautiful views. These homes are kind of built a little bit on a slope. And so what you'll notice in a lot of these backyards is they're sort of built with tiers where you have like an upper level, middle level, lower level. But it also allows you to have a walkout basement, which we'll show you in a little bit. So this is a pretty big sized deck off the back of the house. Really nice that it's covered, so you've got plenty of shade in the summertime like today when it's hot out. And of course you got a lighting package out here too. This house actually has two sort of primary bedrooms, one upstairs, one downstairs. Each of them has a walk-in ensuite bathroom. Here's the primary bedroom on the upstairs level. Again, a lighting fixture I've never seen before. This isn't, Home Depot standard. These are pretty much all imported materials. You've got the beams coming through, and I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet. You've got surround sound speakers in the entire house. And by that I mean there's 5 different zones where music could be playing. So you've got pretty much speakers throughout the house. And again, you've got the sliding glass door out the back here. And I'll point out some more details here. These are like 8-inch baseboards. We usually don't talk about baseboards much because they are oftentimes pretty standard. But the millwork alone with these baseboards throughout the house is just one of those details that's really hard to find. So walking in here, here's the primary bathroom. I don't even know where to start in here. It's beautiful. You've got this beautiful, separate shower tub. You've got sink 1 here, probably kind of like a his and hers sink. Again, inlaid sink with custom hardware. They did some really cool lighting packages here around the mirrors. And actually this woodwork goes all the way around. I don't see that, but I really like that design. Again, another really cool. You can see how the whole aesthetic of the house just kind of fits together. The colors, you got the dark browns, you've got like this limestone, tile, you've got tile throughout the bathroom. And just to show you how big this shower is, I'm gonna take a step inside. Super tall showers, even this little detail where it's sort of cut into the stone right here. Beautiful material. And of course you got the walk-in, full size closet. By the way, these are all custom cabinets, built-in shelving, plenty of storage space back here. You got this nice little countertop here with all these drawers, hardware, super nice, soft close. And of course the window that you can literally see the mountains. Name another house where you have mountain views from your closet, but you do in this place, so that's pretty incredible. Then I'll walk on this side just to show you just how big this closet space is. Plenty of, racks here for, hanging your clothes up. By the way, this might look kind of dark on camera. It's not black. It's almost like a dark gray banister, and it's kind of a hard metal finish. I love this lighting feature. I mean, talk about uniqueness. Really fits the overall vibe of the house. I like how they sort of draped it from the ceiling, and this stairwell kind of wraps around here to the downstairs. One of the first things you'll notice is it's almost like a second living quarter down here, or you have a second almost living room space. You can see based on how they staged it, plenty of seating down here for entertaining. You know, if you live in a house like this, it's gonna be pretty popular, so I think your friends and family are gonna wanna come over and hang out. You've got a second little dining room table here over in the corner. This is actually a stone that's almost like a block. I mean, you've probably heard of a waterfall countertop where it covers the side, but this actually covers all 4 sides. And of course, this is like a black quartz countertop, I believe. Nice backsplash here. You actually saw that in the upstairs bathroom. And another sink down here. And then what's a party room without a little wine fridge? They even added some extra shelving that runs all the way deep. Probably like a little mini bar area here. Now, like I said, you've got the primary on the upstairs level. There's 3 more bedrooms down here. So we'll turn the corner. Now in Utah, especially these sort of older, more established neighborhoods, you're used to really small guest bedrooms. This is not. This is a king-size bed, plenty of space, and even the closet space here in the guest bedroom are pretty big. And it's like, you know, they could have just added a little like railing here to hang stuff up, but they didn't. This is like built-in, painted, really nice. The hardware here is pretty consistent throughout the house, so they pretty much did this in every room. And again, hardwood floors down here in the basement. Here is the second guest bedroom. And imagine having views of the entire valley from the basement. I mean, we're not even upstairs, we're in the basement. I can see downtown Salt Lake City. I can see the Ochre Mountains on the west side of the valley. Heck, I can see all the way down into even Draper. And the fact that we're on a slope means that we're pretty much level to the backyard right here. So you've got another little covered patio in the back that we'll show you here in a second. But the fact that we're on that slope means that you get even more natural light in the basement and you don't feel like you're underground. Here's the second ensuite bedroom, which almost serves as like a second master in the basement. Walkout, so a true walkout to the backyard. Sliding glass door. You're not walking down any steps, so you can just walk right out. And then this is a really, really cool feature. You almost have this like little mini hallway. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 different closets. Let's take a step outside. Let's walk over here. Look at that. Can you see that shot of downtown Salt Lake City? I mean, you can like literally see downtown right there. You can almost see all the way to the Great Salt Lake up north. Probably some of the best views of any home that I've seen. And unless you're living high enough elevation to really see that far, that's what makes this house really stand out. Really cool house. This is just one of 3 that we're gonna show you today. Let's go check out the next one. We're now at house number 2. This is located in Holladay, which has historically been one of the most desirable suburbs in the entire state of Utah. Listed at $5.8 million. Let's go check it out. I'm gonna show you an 11,000 square foot house in 11 minutes or less, starting now. All right, we are in Holladay. As soon as you walk in, by the way, that's a 3-car garage on the other side of me. This isn't even the front door, and you have all this natural light. We've got this really cool hallway. I'm gonna try to get through this whole house in 11 minutes. 11,000 square feet. We have 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. And if you stick around to the end, I'm gonna show you one of the coolest outdoor pools I've ever seen in Salt Lake City. So here's mudroom number 1 off on the corner here. Let me show you the main part of the house. Now, even though this house was built a while ago, fully renovated in 2023, really cool hardwood floors. You gotta love the millwork that they did with the wood and the banisters going up the stairs. We had a couple stairways to get to. Here's the main part of the house. Talk about a ton of living space. This is a massive island. I think Gilligan could probably live on an island this big. And of course you have massive range, the nice gas stove, the inlay sink, you gotta love that. Super nice upgraded hardware. Just from this vantage point, I can see at least 2 fireplaces. So right around on this side of the kitchen, of course you have a ton of cabinet space, massive refrigerator. This is like a Costco size refrigerator is what I like to call this. We're at 1.5 minutes, let's keep going. All right, so we've got a formal dining room over here. You're bringing the family over with a house this big, you're definitely throwing parties. You're gonna have some family reunions, maybe a Super Bowl party. You can fit quite a few people on this side of the house. And of course, we didn't even talk about this living space in the middle or the table that you see off there in the distance. Tons of glass and natural light coming through, which leads us to, by the way, really cool pillars. You don't really see awesome millwork pillars in houses in Salt Lake City, which is why I love this house. Here is kind of the formal living room area. Of course, you got the nice gas fireplace, massive couch. I literally have never seen a couch this size and it still looks small for a room this big. And then of course you have the sliding, or not the sliding glass doors, but you've got more doors over here leading to the patio. Again, like I said, stick around to the end, we'll show you the pool. I literally have to refer to the different sections of this house by like wings. So we have a north wing, but let me go show you the south wing. One of the coolest master bathrooms I've ever seen. Let's go. Okay, here is the kind of south wing of the house. So right in here, we've got tons of, almost like a giant walk-in pantry off the kitchen, tons of storage space. And then down the hallway, we've got half bathroom right here. Like I said, I think we're at like 7.5 bathrooms. Little storage closet right here. You're gonna love this room. Never again will you have to go to the salon. The salon comes to you in a house like this. You've got a full-blown indoor salon. Bring your barber over. You're getting your hair cut in your very own house. Just steps away from the master bedroom. More storage closets here. We've got, you could pan in there really quick. We've got another washer dryer hookup. There's several in this house. That's mudroom number 2. Before we get to the master, let's check out the closet. Same countertop that we actually saw in the kitchen. And I don't think anyone could possibly fill this room up with their clothes or with their shoes because it is so massive. This is literally the size of a bedroom. And what's really cool, you probably noticed throughout the house, that's even in the closet are these like horizontal beams on the ceiling that look really cool. Let's go check out the bathrooms. Now, if you're ever running out of bathroom space with your significant other, check this out. This is his bathroom, right? With a massive shower, dual shower head. And you can see just how big this is. I'm 6'4", and that's more than enough space. I think Shaquille O'Neal could honestly fit in a bathroom like that. Here is the hers. You got the tub, you got another full walk-in shower. There you have it, his and hers bathrooms. Let's go check out the bedroom. Here's the primary bedroom, another gas fireplace. And what I love is they sort of converted this into almost like a separate little living quarters out to the pool. That is the south wing. We're gonna go check out the north wing. One of the coolest offices I think I've ever seen. Let's go check it out. More beams in the house. There's your second set of stairs going up. But before we go upstairs, I gotta show you this cool office. Built-in shelves galore. Looks like we even have another half bathroom. You don't even have to leave your office to use the restroom because it's right here in the corner. You got awesome views of the backyard. I can see the pickleball court. I don't know about you, but I would not be able to get much work done in this office because of how cool the views are. And then in this room, almost like a little music piano room, another little fireplace right there. This side of the house gives very like vintage feels between the lighting fixtures, these massive windows, the original hardwood floors. You've got all this light coming in, nice little sunroom here, and then full circle. We have another little formal dining. This one's right off the front door to the house, right? So a lot of people like to have their little afternoon tea perhaps in a room like this. Now let's go upstairs. Check this out. That is pretty cool, right? You don't really see features like that often. I love these unique houses. 11,000 square feet is a lot to get to, so let's check out the upstairs here. All right, here's guest bedroom number 1 upstairs. Another little walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom. Brand new bathroom, new tile, new shower, vanity. Let's go down the hallway here. Look at that, so much space they could even fit more furniture up here in the corner. Cool little nook right there. All right, here is another bathroom. Just like I told you, another washer and dryer hookup. Looks like you got another half bath in here, some storage, really cool tile in this bathroom. We've got carpet all upstairs. There's more bedrooms, as if we didn't have enough. Look at that. It's almost like a disco ball going off in here. Now this is what we would call, we have 2 bedrooms that are connected in the middle here. A Jack and Jill, so we've got kind of a Jack and Jill bathroom. Again, another shower in there. Connected to another bedroom. At this point, I've pretty much lost count of the number of bedrooms. I think we're at 3 so far upstairs, but we're not done. Okay, guest bedroom number 4, and another bathroom. I feel like every time I turn the corner, it's another bathroom. So another Jack and Jill. 2, what are we at, 5 bedrooms? Are we at 5? 5 bedrooms? I gotta point this out for all you Star Wars fans out there. Pretty epic Lego piece. Very fitting for a house this size. Probably the biggest Star Wars Lego set I've ever seen. Makes sense for an 11,000 square foot house. All right, let's check out the east wing. And yes, I do have to refer to this as wings because there's so much space. First time I walked through this, I literally needed a compass to not get lost. So we're gonna walk through the breezeway. And yes, I'm out of breath from walking so much. Not too many houses in Salt Lake City have a breezeway. So we're now walking over to the east side of the house. Again, you've got windows on both sides. I failed to mention this is nearly 1.5 acres, which is a lot of land, especially in the Holladay area. And there you go, the ultimate entertainment room. If you've got little kids or teenagers or friends coming over to hang out, you've got plenty of seating space with a ping pong table, popcorn machine, foosball, surround sound, another fireplace, really cool vaulted ceilings. You've got some nice woodwork here in the ceiling, kind of like an A-frame. And what I love about this house is it still has that vintage charm, that old school character. You've got stained glass windows like this throughout the house. All right, let's walk and see the backyard. We're almost out of time. That's actually 11 minutes. So here is your special feature. Let's go check out the backyard. One of the nicest in-ground pools I've seen in all of Salt Lake City. Not to mention you got the private little jacuzzi right here, beautifully landscaped backyard, and the pool clubhouse. Not to mention the pickleball court. This house has it all. If you're looking for luxury real estate and you want exclusive footage of houses like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. One of my favorite homes in one of my favorite neighborhoods of St. Mary's, recently remodeled. Let's go check it out. All right, they would call this a California cool or maybe California eclectic style home. 4,100 square feet, 4 bed, 3 bath. What I love about these fully renovated homes, they bring the modern aesthetic. You've got this open floor plan. Now I'm gonna point out some features of what makes remodeled homes like this really stand out in the luxury market of Salt Lake City. I'm gonna talk about some of the materials and some things to pay attention to if you're interested in the luxury market, and things that you're just not gonna find in a big box builder, right? Things like stone that was imported from Italy. So not only is the exterior stone imported from Italy, but this stone as well in the fireplace, so you've got a gas range here. A house like this, where you have beautiful views, you wanna make sure you have a lot of natural light, which this one certainly does. We'll take you outside and show you the exterior here in a second. We've got sliding glass doors right here leading out to this beautiful deck. Nice little office here. You can see how they kind of have it staged, kind of a hangout, cool area. But you also have a formal dining, which is kind of right in this area. And what I love about this house, couple things. One, super cool lighting features. All the sort of gold accents that you see throughout the house is actual brass, right? Sometimes you'll see some cheaper materials in cheaper flipped homes. Not in this case, this is like actual brass throughout. What's really cool, there used to be a wall right here, so when they did the renovation, they added this sort of this glass feature right in front of the staircase, which really opens this up, makes this open concept where you can literally see through to the other side of the house, where you can see the views of downtown Salt Lake City, even from your dining room table. Walking into the kitchen, so yeah, you have the formal dining here where you can sit, but you have additional seating here at the bar. This is a black quartz, very high end. You've got the gold accents. I love the two-tone. So not only do you have kind of the light brown cabinets here, you have more of the cream colored cabinets over here. And I like that they have two different types of countertops going on here. One with the black quartz, one with more of the white look. With the backsplash, we have to talk about the appliances. These are, I think it's pronounced 𝐂𝐎𝐶. It's from Italy. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Super high end. I mean, a range like this, a 6-burner, you're talking like in the thousands and thousands of dollars for a burner like this. They really blended in the overhead range, very nice. And in any kitchen, you want plenty of cabinet space, right? So they've got cabinets kind of all throughout here. These are all soft close. Of course, you have cabinets, storage space in the island itself. What's a luxury home without a butler's pantry? So we'll walk in here briefly and let me show you more storage space. You've got another little microwave in here, more storage in here. You've got more storage, again, more brass lighting here in the butler's pantry, but extra storage space, can never go wrong there. By the way, throughout this entire first floor and downstairs, you're looking at white oak flooring. These are engineered hardwood. It's a much higher quality than like an LVP. So white oak, and I'll do a quick 360 here. This is also sort of a white oak wood banister here in railing. Let's go check out the rest of the bedrooms upstairs. Again, noticing the attention to detail here, really cool lighting fixtures. You've got kind of that gold aesthetic throughout the house. Here's the guest bathroom on this level. Again, you've got 3 total bathrooms. So here's the guest up here. Marble flooring, very high end, really cool vanity feature here. And then this is like a limestone tile here. So you got a full bathroom. And let's walk into guest bedroom number 1. All really good size. I love the paint tone in here. It kind of has that like intentional sort of, it almost looks like stucco. It's obviously not, it's drywall. With the pitched roof, makes this guest bedroom feel really big and open. We're facing north, so you get plenty of sunlight here coming into the guest room. Let's walk into this area, kind of a mud room. Now, what you'll notice that's kind of more of a modern upgrade that you're starting to see more and more is almost like this middle school locker setup here, right? You've got extra storage here with these cool little cabinets. You got a little bench for taking your shoes on and off. Now, if you come all the way in, you'll see there's actually 2 laundry hookups. In a bigger home like this, over 4,000 square feet, super nice to have a washer and dryer hookup right outside of the master bedroom, and a second washer and dryer hookup, which we'll show you in the basement. More storage up here. Another looks like little coat closet slash storage right there. Let's walk into the primary bedroom. You gotta love the accent of these wood beams that run all the way throughout this upstairs level. Really big master. This is a king size bed, plenty of space. You're gonna love the size of this walk-in closet. Failed to mention, you've got surround sound speakers throughout the house and outside. Kind of a unique feature of this one is the speakers in and out. Here's the walk-in closet. Again, tons of storage space. You've got 4-inch candle lights throughout the house. The 4-inch is considered a little bit higher upgrade than say like your standard 6-inch. And of course, you have to mention every little detail. I love the millwork of the door frames and even the baseboards. You kind of have a nice two-tone, meaning the baseboards are a different color than the walls. Let's walk into the primary bathroom here. Dual vanity, you got a separate shower tub. You even have a little bench area right here in the shower, which is really cool. Again, you have really nice tile here in the bathroom with a separate tub. All right, let's go check out the basement. Now, what's cool about upgraded homes like this, oftentimes in these older, more established areas of Salt Lake City, you're gonna have basements that have like a really low ceiling. Not the case here. Again, walking down, I gotta point this out again because this is so cool. Such a unique feature of this like glass right here that's separating the formal dining and then the stairs going down. You just don't really find anything like this with your typical builder. So when you're looking for luxury, if someone's gonna spend upwards of $2 to $3 million, they're expecting these unique features that makes their house stand out and different from everyone else. Taller ceilings here in the basement. We have another 2 bedrooms and bathroom down here, plus a gym space. Again, you've got this fireplace down here, second little living room, chill area, and then imagine working down here, quiet space in the basement. You've got, views of the backyard. This is a little bit more of a game room area. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a amateur champion when it comes to foosball, so I love that they have a foosball down here. Foosball table. You've got extra seating here at this little bar. More storage. This is just under the stairs right here. And then probably one of my favorite parts of the house is this area right here where you have a wet bar. So wet bar meaning it has an actual sink. You've got a little wine fridge. Again, another stone countertop space here with a little sitting area. I love that they incorporated so much living space throughout the house of kind of areas where you can hang out. You've got the upstairs, you've got the dining room, you've got the second living room down here, you've got another little wet bar hangout area here. And then I love this indoor gym. What's really cool, they did glass all the way around here. So you have these 2 glass walls sort of connecting, really opens it up. When you're working out here, it doesn't feel like you're inside because you have so much glass space. Good sized gym. You can never have too much space in a gym, I suppose. And if you're gonna buy in this price point, it's kind of nice to have that extra little amenity that you really don't find in most homes. Now here's a second washer and dryer hookup. So nice if you have guests staying with you or family living with you in the basement, they've got their own washer and dryer hookup and you've got more storage space back here. Let me show you the other guest bedrooms and the 3rd bathroom. So here's bathroom number 3. Really cool, like herringbone style tile here on the floors. They put a dual vanity here in the guest bathroom. Really nice shower. Again, you've got the limestone tile throughout with the glass. And it almost has, it's like an attached bedroom here. Now for a guest bedroom, especially in the basement, this is a pretty massive bedroom, right? They added a couple lights down here to kind of give you some more artificial lighting since you are kind of technically underground. And then guest bedroom over here. So this is bedroom number 4. Again, awesome space, great closet size. Open that up. Most guest bedrooms don't have a very big closet. All of these have a great size closet. The ceilings don't feel too low. It still feels plenty of light in the basement. Hope you enjoyed that tour. Again, custom homes, you gotta appreciate the attention to detail that they did in this property.
All right, so there you have it. 3 luxury homes for sale in Salt Lake City to give you some perspective on what the luxury market is like and what you can expect if you're looking in that price range. Now, if you have specific questions or if you want access to more homes like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and reach out to us. My team and I would love to help you make that transition to Salt Lake City. We'll see you in the next video.